and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are featuring the brand new GOSS palette as well as the new eye kohl pencils. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. A huge thank you to Beautylish and to Wayne for sending these over. I was so excited to receive them in the mail. This palette looked so gorgeous online. He mentioned he wanted to evoke that old Hollywood glamour with this palette, so I was so excited to try this out. So we'll start out with some close-ups and swatches of the palette, and then I'll take you through a few looks, starting with something really wearable, quite neutral, and then intensify. And I use all of the shades along the way in case you wanted to see them in action, but let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and just take a close look at all the shades first. Here is the palette, and there are 6 beautiful shades. This first one here is described as a shimmering oyster pink. This is described as a sand gold. This is a rich, deep burgundy. Then we have a deep, rich, matte brown shade. Burgundy with a copper undertone. And this is a gold celestial shade. Go ahead and do some swatches as well. As I'm swatching, I just took a look at my fingertips here and just want to show you how beautiful the shades look. Those are the top 3 shades. The shimmering oyster pinkish shade, the sand gold, and then that deep burgundy shade. And then here are the 3 other shades, just in case you wanted a reference. And then I'll show you them all together as well. And these were really even in terms of swatching, and they felt really creamy, so I'm excited to try these on. And these are in the same exact order as the palette itself. And then we also have a couple new pencils, Copper Flame, and the other one is Tiger's Eye. We've got Tiger's Eye here, and then on the bottom is Copper Flame. And there are the swatches of those 2 gorgeous shades. We've got here Tiger's Eye. There's a bit of shimmer in there as well. And then this here is Copper Flame. And there's a bit of a sheen on this as well. And here are all the shades together. So we have here the beautiful palette. Thank you so much to Beautylish and to GOSS for sending this complimentary. I'm gonna go ahead with this color first. And if you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. Let me talk about just kind of what I focus on as I apply this. I am almost 50 years old, so you'll be able to see this on more mature skin. I also focus on luxury beauty, so if you love luxury beauty, I love Chanel, CHANTECAILLE, Clé de Peau. I love the glow on that. It's just a really subtle glow. And actually, we'll do different stages so you can see how this looks more subtle every day to a little bit more intense. I focus on more everyday looks anyway on this channel, so that's probably how we're gonna end up. Even when I add more shades here. I think that's a beautiful one and done. I also do vlog every once in a while. Fashion is thrown in there, sometimes lifestyle. So we're gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm using all GOSS brushes. These are the best brushes for my eye size and shape. I'm gonna take the number 19 brush into this shade right here. We're just gonna put that in the crease. That went on really evenly. Just build some really gentle dimension here for me. Just taking a bit of this shade right here with the Sonia G brush, I'm gonna go underneath as well. So it is slightly more color than my actual skin tone. Just a little bit of this matte color right here. And I'm going to put that in the outer corner. I'm gonna use the number 20 brush. This was so smooth going on, so I'm curious to see how this applies. So you can see right there, that built intensity really quickly and just in that really very targeted spot. We're gonna keep this quite simple for now, and then we'll build. And that blended quite nicely right in this area right here. Beautiful. I'm gonna take just a little bit of this and just place it right next to that shade just to kind of mesh the two together. So far it's quite simple. I've used only these 3 colors right here. So if you don't want to bring that burgundy shade in there, you don't have to. But I'm going to go in with the eyeliners now. So let's take a little bit of this one in Tiger's Eye and let's go above the lash line and do a little kitten wing. That's much more intense going on than I thought it would look. Okay, I'm gonna add mascara and then let's take a look and see where we are and we'll add some more. Back with mascara, and I actually tightlined with a pencil. I just wanted to see how it would look. And I think it looks really nice. But I think it's a really beautiful soft look. So what we'll do is add lipstick. We'll bronze just a little bit. And then I've got to figure out a blush to add. I have Zinnia, one of his colors, which is one of my favorite shades. And I think it'll go really pretty with this whole palette. So in case you just want to go really minimal and just put a lip, I think this one is beautiful. But let's add a few other things. I'm going to take the Satin Bronze palette and just bronze up. And then let's take a bit of the Coral Rose, just a little bit of blush, because we're going to add some color to the eyes. Okay, just a pretty light wash of color for the cheek. So we're gonna go in now with the eyes. So if you like something more subtle, I think this is really beautiful. So I wanna take some of the color now and add it. Let's go ahead and take, let's take this deepest shade here first, and we're going to add that to the corners. We're gonna take the number 20 brush, take that color, and I'm gonna add it where I added that matte brown color. Just right on the exterior. Same for the other side. So this comes across as quite a cool burgundy on me, not as much red as some burgundies are. It's more of a plum tone on me. Just taking the number 17 brush and blending a bit. Let's take the under as well. I'm going to take the Sonia G brush, take that same shade underneath just a little bit right here. Let's go ahead and put this in the waterline as well. This is Tiger's Eye. Okay, next, let's go ahead in with this color. This is not as deep as this shade, but it's got more of that vibrant burgundy, if there's a vibrant burgundy. I'm gonna take this same brush and I'm just gonna flip it over a little bit here, pick that up. Here it is. And then I'm going to place it right next to that color that I just added. Really just a little bit, just a little, just right there, just so you get a hint of it. And my eyelids aren't that big anyway, so we'll just add just a tiny bit, just to see the color. That's pretty. Let's take this pencil and we're going to add that right on top of, or just above the other one, the Tiger's Eye, just so we can see that burgundy a little bit more. And then let's add this just a little bit under. Then I'm going to take this color and just blend in a little bit more. Just going to take a bit of this pink shade and place that in the inner corner. Let's do this. Let's take a little bit of this just because I have this and I want to show this to you, but this is probably one I typically wouldn't use just because I don't wear that much in terms of glittery makeup, but let's add this just for fun right here. That is pretty though. And here's the final look, but I hope this was helpful for you in case you were considering this palette. They performed really beautifully. I think you could see how smoothly and evenly everything applied. I could tell upon swatch that these were going to be nice and creamy and easy to work with. I think my favorite look was with the 3 really quite neutral shades here, which is not a surprise. But then going ahead and having the option of intensifying with this without adding too much color, I think was really great. So that was beautiful. And then if you do want to take it really burgundy, I think it's this shade that really brings everything out. So things layered really nicely as well. And then I thought these pencils were really great as well. You're going to get more of a neutral look with a tiger's eye. But if you want to bring that burgundy out and really showcase that, I think Copper Flame really brings that out. So you do have lots of options with this palette in terms of how neutral, how intense you want this to be, how glamorous you want this to be. It really is up to you and how you use these shades. And congratulations to Wayne for another beautiful release. I think this is perfect for fall and going into the holiday season. But let me know if you're interested in this palette. I'd love to hear what you think. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them. If I can't, I'll reach out and try and find the answer for you. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other. Stay well if you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.